Hello everyone, my name is Szamer and welcome to a review on Dead Effect. Now this is one of my first times actually doing this, so hopefully I'll do good. Okay, so this is, the summary on Steam is Fight for Your Life in the indie sci-fi FPS game fit for both casual and hardcore gamers with a passion for hunting down hordes of zombies. Prepare yourself for the incoming nightmare. Alright, so yeah, it is both definitely for casual and hardcore. The hard difficulty is very hard. Easy difficulty is really easy. Just like stuff like that. And yeah, so in the background you basically see like trailers and actual gameplay that I've recorded and stuff like that from uh, the game. You can't really see that much of it because of glare, but that's okay. So yeah, I'll get into the game a little bit later to show you what the basis of the game is. Yeah. Okay, so on Steam it's mostly positive with 1,525 views. It came out December 2014, so it's about nearly a year old right now. Yeah, nearly a year old. A few days off. It's $5 on Steam, so it's definitely a good price for what it is. Like you can get like 5 to 8 hours on this game. Just well to do everything, it's 5 to 8 hours. So $5 is really good. This was an iOS game actually, put onto PC, and yeah, it looks great for a iOS to PC game because a lot of iOS games don't necessarily look good. They look good for the iOS, but not for any other console or PC. So it's got trading cards, Steam achievements, which there are 61 of them, which I'm pretty sure I actually got like about half of them actually playing the game through normally. And yeah, so it actually got scored by Metacritic 59, which is an okay score. It's like that's like the borderline of okay, I guess, for my thing of their scoring, whatever. And it was made by Badfly Interactive. I should have said that right at the start. Okay, so yeah, the concept of the game, it's iOS to PC. So iOS games aren't normally uh, the best looking. But this one looks really awesome. You can't really see how good the graphics are, but you get the idea. It's pretty good for the conversion thing. Uh, so yeah, the concept of the game, it's zombies on a spaceship, and well, one scientist guys on the spaceship, and he's created these like type of virus, and that zombie thing. It's just you're on a spaceship and you're the only survivor, and he's got a brain. His brain is coming out of the back of his head, which was really weird. Yeah, the first time you notice it is like when he turns around and runs away, his brain's just sticking out of the back of his head, which was really weird and kind of gross at the same time. So yeah, the graphics are yeah pretty damn good for the crossover. It's yeah, there's nothing real. There's no big problems with that. It has the models, which are pretty cool, I guess, like zombie cool, that type of thing. You normally see the same ones over and over again, but that's okay because it's like one of those games where it's just well, there's a certain amount. I think there's probably 10 to 20. Not sure because there's like civilian type ones that all kind of look the same and look different at the same time. But yeah, so the models are pretty decent. Some of them are really like fat guts coming out of the chest and everything like that. So yeah, and they're really one of the things I wanted to point out was they're all the dead. Well, when you kill a zombie, they disappear, like evaporate. And so there are ones on the ground that are like dead, but they haven't evaporated. Like they're the ones that you haven't actually killed, or I don't know why they died. There's a story behind it. But yeah, it's they're just really creepy because like one of them was just like lying there, like technically standing up but leaning back or something like that. So you go to turn around the corner, it looks like it's standing up. So they're pretty damn cool. It's really, that part's really well done because they're just like, yeah, the normal zombies just sitting there, just like dead and stuff like that. uh, so I did get a Doom vibe from it. There are the zombies, and there are these mutant things that kind of look like one of the creatures from, like, I think they're called imps from Doom. They kind of look like that. I'm not sure what, I didn't actually find out what they were. That was really, really weird. I don't think you'll see any on this. Uh, Okay, so it's the sound for a zombie game, they always need to like tell you where the zombies are, like by the sound and like where they're coming from. It does a pretty good job at that. It the voice acting as well. Like there was like I didn't even configure it properly. Like so, there's the bullets noise, the audio from the people, audio from the voiceovers from the people, and the zombies groaning. And the voiceover is the thing that you need to hear the most, but you have to like configure the settings to actually be able to hear that. So I don't know if anybody else got that problem, but I did because the bullets were extremely loud and the zombies weren't that loud, but all at the same time you can't hear the storyline, which is annoying. So yeah, the voice acting, it could have done a bit better actually. Uh, there was the main character at one stage, he like yelled no, but it didn't actually sound like he was putting meaning into it, putting his heart into it. Uh, so that was like kind of really bad. Just like the guy's meant to be just screaming no, and then you're like no. Oh, okay. So yeah, cinematics are okay. They're not really the game quality. Well, they are the same as the game quality. Normally, cinematics are slightly better, but they weren't really that bad. It was just the normal gameplay, just a different camera type of thing. Yeah, the story was okay. Uh, won't really have any spoilers most of the time with this reviewing. But yeah, I told you before, zombies on ship and stuff like that. It's like there's a twist in the middle, and well, not really at the middle. It's like close to the end, and yeah, there's a lot to it because there are things you go around uh, collecting, which I'll get to that later, which actually tell a lot about the story, because there are a lot of them. And yeah, ooh, nice minigun with guys. Let's see what else was there. Okay, so the controls, they were good. There was a really weird thing which would have come from the iOS, because I do remember games that have had that, where E and Q, basically you turn different, like you completely turn around in like clockwise or counterclockwise, depending on what button you press. So I'm guessing that that was a thing that they took from the iOS version, because that was really weird, especially when you like go to interact with something and normally you press E, but it's actually something like space or whatever, and you press E and you completely turn around and you're like, oh, what the hell happened? And you can accidentally press that when zombies are attacking you, which was a pain in the ass when I played it back in the day, which actually I'll get to that later as well. So yeah, it's the control, that was the only bad thing about it. Those controls, you could tell some things you could tell it was from iOS, like that. There was you can break little door like cabinets open, so it says tap to open when you press space. So it's like basically prompting that it's actually from iOS, like you tap the screen to actually do it. Uh, and yeah, so I think that's all I need to talk about before I go in. There is a mini game uh, that you get, so you can get codes to open doors. That's okay. It's just match the puzzle in a certain amount of time. Yeah, it's pretty easy. I'm guessing maybe the higher difficulties it gets harder to do, but yeah. Okay, so this is the main screen of Dead Effect. So you've got well, there are two profiles you can pick from. So you can be a girl or boy. I'm pretty sure it's been a while since I've actually checked that. Uh, there's the game universe, which you can basically you collect orbs, which I never actually found any, as you can see, 0 orbs. And yeah, so the more orbs you can collect, the more game universe you can unlock. I'm not sure what that is, unfortunately. As I said, I couldn't actually find any orbs at all. So that was really weird. I don't even know what they look like, actually. Probably orbs. But yeah, so that's game universe extras. You've got achievements that goes into Steam thing. You've got the tablets. So they're 43 out of 122. They are extremely hard to find. And yeah, that's a lot. It tells you the story, like the backstory of what happened before your character woke up. And yeah, they're very hard to find because the whole place is basically dark. And the tablets are dark as well. They do glow a little bit, but it's a slight glint where, like, with the overall thing. So they are very hard to find because there are quite a lot in all the levels. So I'll go play. Basically, so there's a story. You can see all the missions, which I'll go through now. So yeah, there are 12 missions. And so there's about 10 tablets in all of them, or whatever. So yeah, 10 missions, no, 12 missions, they go for about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how long you take to play. It took me about 20 to 30 minutes for each one. If you do die in one, you can use money that you get in the game to respawn, which I'll get to that in a little bit later. So there's survival, which you've got 6 missions. Well, they're actually just maps. Try to survive during the time limit and kill as many enemies as you can. Remember, the bigger the combo, the bigger the bonus you get. So yeah, you can get credits for those things. And credits you can actually pay for guns and stuff, which again I'll get to that in a second. And then there's Biohazard, which I actually played and had a lot of fun with. Okay, so this can get you credits in gold. There is this, which is actually pretty cool, Storm Sector Mission 7. So all the other missions are basically the same as the other survival, but this one is a new map, and it's a big map as well. Basically, Biohazard, you've got a limited time to kill a certain amount of zombies in every round, and there's a few rounds. So, and each round gets slightly harder and stuff like that because the zombies get stronger, like the stronger versions of the zombies come out and stuff like that. So I'll go continue, and so there's easy, short duration and stuff like that. And yeah, okay, so this is basically the equipment stuff. So equipment, you've got your one hand, your two hand, and your explosives. So they're all my guns. I never upgraded the pistol. I only upgraded my second hand, the two-hand weapon. So yeah, there's the upgrades, which as you can see, you can there's damage, magazine, reload time, and accuracy, which you get little. They kind of look like the credits. But when you kill a zombie, they drop something and you can actually upgrade. So no matter if you've got like 10 times the amount of money you need, you can't upgrade unless you get a certain thing, which is okay in a way, but it doesn't seem the best. So yeah, these are my guns that I've got. You've got standard pistols, you've got shotguns, you've got machine guns, and you've got all these grenade things. Well, and I'm going into weapons, these are the ones I haven't actually bought. So you've got the gold is basically, you can get literally 1 drop of gold, like 1 bar of gold, which drops from a zombie, once a level. That's, yeah, you will at least get 1. So there was a bonus thing, which is not there anymore. It's a reheal, which you slowly regenerate health, and that was 20 gold bars, I'm pretty sure, so that's 25. So you want to go for the one that actually heals you, which is kind of, it takes a while to heal you yourself, which kind of takes away the use of the um, med stations around the place. There is an upgrade for the person, which they basically look like the med stations but different. They upgrade your speed, your health, you have a time ability where you can slow down time, and a pulse ability or whatever. I'm not quite sure what that was. I never really used it. But yeah, the time, you can slow down time, which is fantastic for this type of game, because like if there's a horde of zombies in front of you and you know that you run out of bullets, like you'll clip before you kill them all, and you can't actually move backwards, you use slow down time to slowly pick off their heads, which is perfect. You've got a limited time, of course, and it takes a while to actually regenerate or whatever. So yeah, you get quite a few things. You've got chainsaw, you've got the different shotguns, and you've got the different machine guns, plus the gold use thing. Plus then you've got the crossbows and bow, and you've got the minigun, which actually some zombies do have, which was really strange. When the most annoying zombie in this actually has grenades, and they throw them at you, and so grenades can do a shit ton of damage to you, a lot of damage. So that's a big pain in the ass. So yeah, the game is pretty good. It's well done for an iOS game. It's plays well. And yeah, so yeah, it plays really well. There are lots of, it's perfectly balanced out in a way of the weapons, like what you're able to use for a limited amount of time and stuff like that. It's zombies are easy enough to kill, you just aim for the head, basically. There are the annoying ones, like the big brute one type things. Some spit blood at you. There's all these different types. Some have miniguns. They're like the strongest ones you have to beat. The boss battles are they're pretty good, I guess. The last boss battle is kind of boring in a way. It doesn't really have that much threat. I did that on easy though, but then again, I can see how how the game would run on harder modes. That yeah, so it's not, that part's not really that good. Like the last boss battle wasn't really good. Uh, but the last cutscene was funny in its ways. I won't spoil any of that for you, but yeah, so it's a good game. Definitely, that I definitely wanted to recommend it for Szamer's collection or my collection. Yeah, so I'm definitely putting it up there because it's, yeah, great game, well done. Uh, Fun zombie survival. It's not multiplayer, which is that would have been a lot better, but it is ported from iOS, so that's, I guess they couldn't really do much with that there. So yeah, definitely worth the buy because it's only $5 for a lot of content, and like yeah, for hours of content, you've got like, $5. Put it in $5 USD, by the way. Uh, yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. Uh, oh, so no, that wasn't old. Okay. So yeah, like my page on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. The game link will be straight in the description below, plus my actual, damn, I was going to try and talk over that, that's pretty damn loud. I have actually played this on my YouTube channel before, so I'll leave a link to that in the description below as well. And yeah, as I said, definitely worth a buy. $5, you've got a crap ton of content. It would have been a little bit better if there was multiplayer to it, because that would have been like the $5 would be a lot more better, a lot better or whatever. But yeah, it's really fun. Definitely recommending for me. So yeah, I'll see you guys in another one. Bye bye.